Good morning children, this is Hemlata. Welcome to class 7 IIT physics class. So children, once again we are discussing the chapter Newton's laws of motion. Already we completed Newton's second law of motion, okay, and in the previous class we discussed about the definition of units of force. Is it no? And today's class is based on types of forces, okay, based on your uh, material. So let's start today's class. So children, you can see in the front of you first some points are given. In that, the starting points we already discussed in the previous class. Just we will review it. So first point is what? Force. What is force? Force is an external effect in the form of a push or pull. Is it? Any body, suppose it is in rest, then externally effect you have to give it to bring it in motion. So how can you give the effect? By pushing the body or pulling the body. Is it? So an external effect, in which form? Either you push or pull the object. Then what happen? What are the changes will come in the body? You can see the mouse button and check it. First is tries to produce motion in a body at rest. The body is in rest, then if you will push or pull, the body comes in motion. And if the body is moving, then if you will apply force from the opposite direction, of course it will slow down and after some time it stops. Next, if a body is moving in some particular direction, from another direction if you will apply force, then of course the body will change its direction. Okay, next, second point is dimensional formula. Children, we already discussed in the last chapter how to find out the dimension formula. Okay, so we have a formula: force equal to mass into acceleration, F equal to ma. This formula we got, this is a mathematical form of Newton's second law of motion. Is it, children? We already discussed, whenever we will apply force on any body, the velocity of the body will change, and if velocity changes, acceleration will change. Okay, so body F is equal to m into a. The acceleration produced in the body will be directly depend upon the force applied on the body. Is it? So force is equal to m into a. So force F, then mass m, then acceleration dimension formula is what? Acceleration formula is what? Meter per second square. So meter means length and second is the time, so lt power minus 2. So overall the dimensional formula of force becomes m l t power minus 2. Is it, my children? m l t power minus 2. Now next we discussed about the units. Two types of units are there: absolute units are there and gravitational units are there. Absolute units are what? Newton and dyne. Newton in SI unit and dyne in CGS unit. Gravitational units are kilogram force and gram force. Kilogram force in MKS system and gram force is in CGS system. Next we discussed the definitions of these absolute units and gravitational units. Okay, now children, this all already we completed in the previous class. So once again I want to tell you, when the video is playing, you have to write the notes, then you have to pause the video. You pause the video and completely you write down. After writing only you again continue the video. You have to write your notes when the video is going on, that time only. Okay, because after that you can't remember all the points at a time. That's why when the video is playing, pause the video, write the notes, again continue the video. So at the same time only you can complete your notes also. Writing the notes is very, very important, children. You have to write the notes and you have to maintain it neatly also, because whenever school will reopen, teachers will go through your notes. Now next, fourth point. Today's class starts from fourth point. So what is given? F vector is equal to ma vector, because force is a vector quantity, acceleration is also a vector quantity, whereas mass is a constant scalar quantity. So F vector is equal to ma vector is only valid if the force is changing the state of rest or motion and the mass of the body is constant and finite. So mass must be constant and finite. So suppose you see second one, m is not constant. Suppose m is not constant, then the change will come in mass also and velocity also. How is it possible when m is not constant? Cases are there, children. Suppose rocket, when the rocket is going up, okay, its mass is changing, is it or not? Its mass will not remain same, because the things will burn, okay, and then mass will not remain same, so there will be a change in mass. So like that, some cases also there where mass is not constant. So in the second case, if mass is not constant, F vector is equal to a change in mass and change in velocity. Next, sixth one, force and acceleration have three components. Suppose force and, of course, force and acceleration is a vector quantity. Suppose it's having three components along x-axis, y-axis and z-axis. Then how to write down? That time F vector is equal to fxi cap plus fyj cap plus fz k cap. Okay, so these are the components along x-axis, y-axis and z-axis. Same acceleration also, a vector is equal to axi cap plus ayj cap plus azk cap. This is a vector along x-axis, along y-axis, along z-axis. Okay. Next, no force is required to move a body uniformly along a straight line. Body is moving uniformly along a straight line, so external force is not required to move the body. Body will continue. Already we read Newton's first law of motion. If a body is in rest, it continues in rest. If a body is in motion, it continues in motion, unless an external force is not applied to bring the resting body in motion or moving body in rest, is it? So no force is required to move a body uniformly along a straight line. Now children, you can see the eighth point. When a positive force is there, negative force are there. Positive force what and negative force what? Charges, okay, similar charges, there will be always repulsion between the similar charges and attraction between the opposite charges, is it or not? Negative charge, repulsion will be there. Positive charge, repulsion will be there. Whereas there is always a attraction between positive and negative charge. So when a force is written without direction, then positive force means repulsive and negative force means attractive. Okay, positive force means always repulsion and negative force means attraction. So positive force, which case? When the force between two similar charges, like positive or negative, because there will be always the repulsion will be there in the between the two similar charges. So repulsion here positive force and attraction here negative force. So there will be a force between two opposite charges, that is what? Negative force. Clear children? Point number 9. Out of so many natural forces, for a distance 10 to the power minus 15 meter. Children, this distance 10 to the power minus 15 meter, nuclear force is strongest while gravitational force is weakest. Remember this comparison, you must remember. Nuclear force is strongest and gravitational force is weakest. Okay, and in the middle what lies? Electromagnetic force. Next, ratio of electric force and gravitational force between two electrons. Okay, ratio of electric force and gravitational force. Fe means electric force, Fg means gravitational force. The ratio between them is 10 to the power 43. So electric force is more and more greater than gravitational force. Clear? Here already given this relation. Next, constant force. If the direction and magnitude of a force is constant, okay, direction and magnitude both is constant for a force, then that type of force is known as constant force. Next, variable or dependent force. Here constant force we read, now here is variable force. So how the force varying or depending? Okay, variable force or dependent force. So time dependent force is there, position dependent force is there, velocity dependent force is there. Force depend upon time also, force depend upon position also, and force depend upon velocity also. So what are these? See, let's see. Time dependent force. In a case of impulse, impulse means what, children? When very large force acts for a very short period of time, that is called impulse. So in case of impulse or motion of a charged particle in an alternating electric force is time dependent, that depend upon time. Already said na, impulse what? A large force acts for a short period of time. So this is a time dependent force. Position dependent force is what? Gravitational force between two bodies. That is what? Position dependent force. Force depend upon the position. We know whenever two bodies come interact with each other, there will be always a force between the two charged particles or two charged bodies. So this is a relation, this is a force, value of the force between the two bodies or charges. Next is velocity dependent force. So force depend upon velocity, that also there, that is what? Viscous force. Okay. So force on charged particles in a magnetic force, that is here QVB sin theta. Next is central force. If a position dependent force is always directed toward or away from fixed point, it is called central, otherwise non-central. Okay. So example like motion of earth around the sun, motion of satellites around the planets, motion of electrons in an atom, scattering of alpha particles from a nucleus. This all comes under central force. Next, we'll go for conservative or non-conservative force. If under the action of force, the work done in a round trip is zero. You already like that forces we read. Is it no? Suppose when a body starts from where, ended there. Okay, if under the action of force, the work done in a round trip is zero, or the work is path independent, the force is said to be conservative. Otherwise, it is non-conservative. So, an example what? Conservative force, gravitational force, electric force, elastic force. These all are conservative force. Whereas non-conservative force are what? Frictional force and viscous force. Okay. Next, common forces in mechanics. What are the common forces in mechanics? See children, weight, reaction or normal force, and tension. These are the forces commonly you can see in mechanics. First is weight. Okay, every body, weight is what? It is a force. Okay, with which earth attracts the object. We are saying weight. Weight is what? Weight is nothing but it's a force with which earth attracts that body towards it. Okay, so force of gravity or gravitational force is also known as weight. Example, you can see this is a body. Okay, so the arrow downwards, that shows the weight of this body. So weight is equal to m into g. Okay, next, reaction or normal force. We know, children, already according to Newton's first law of motion, according to Newton's laws of motion, here force is directed downwards, in the reverse equal and opposite. That is Newton's third law of motion. Equal and opposite force acts upward. So that is what reaction force or normal force. When a body is placed on a rigid surface, the body experiences a force which is perpendicular to the surface in contact. The force is known as normal force or reaction force. This is a body, rigid body on a surface. So this body is applying force downward, vertically downwards. How much force? Equal to its weight. In the return, there is a force also, force acting opposite direction, upwards. That force is normal force or reaction force. This one. Okay. Next, tension. The force exerted by the end of town string, rope or chain against pulling applied force is called tension. Okay, whenever you pull anything with the string, so what happen? A tension force exerts in that string or rope or chain. Okay, the direction of tension is so as to pull the body. From which direction you are pulling the body, that is what direction of this tension force. Clear? Now children, next is spring force. Springs you are using now children. Springs. Every springs resist any attempt to change its length. Resistive force. Okay, it increases with change in length. So spring force is given by F equal to minus kx. X is what? Change in length, and k is what? Spring constant. Okay, so here you can see spring. Okay, so there is a force exerted in the spring, that is what? Spring force, and spring resists in the change of its length. That resistive force increases with the change in length. Next is what? Equilibrium of concurrent force. Concurrent force. If all the forces acting on a body are acting on same point, then they are said to be concurrent. In mathematics, you read already concurrent line. More than two or more lines when passing through a single point. That is what? Concurrent lines. So like that, concurrent forces. If all the forces working on a body are acting on the same point, then that is what? Concurrent forces. A body under the action of concurrent force is said to be in equilibrium. Is it? Two or more forces all are acting at the same point, and then the body is not changing its position. It means what? Body comes in equilibrium when there is no change in a state of rest or uniform motion. Okay, two or more forces are acting on the body, but body was in rest and now also resting, means concurrent forces, and body is in equilibrium. The necessary condition for equilibrium of a body under the action of concurrent forces is that the vector sum of all the forces must be 0. Okay, if the vector sum of all the forces is 0, then only the body will comes in equilibrium, and if the body is in rest, it will not change its position, and if the body is in motion, uniform motion, it continues. So mathematically, for a equilibrium, okay, body, if it is in equilibrium, summation of all the forces, net force must be 0. Okay, 3 concurrent forces will be in the equilibrium if they can represent it completely by 3 sides of triangle taken in order, just like this. Okay, 3 concurrent forces, they represents 3 sides of triangle taken in order. Lemi's theorem for concurrent forces, very important. F1 by sine alpha, F2 by sine beta, and F3 by sine gamma. These are the angles alpha, beta and gamma. These are the angles between the 3 forces. Clear, children? So once again I will tell you, while playing the video only you have to pause the video and write the notes, and after writing only you have to again continue the video, and you have to write that same time only to complete the notes. Okay, so this is for today. Thanks for watching.